The digital landscape is so fragmented today because we've seen the open internet really grow in size and scale. There's so many channels, there's so many types of content and information, and the platforms that have sprung up to give advertisers access to those environments have really focused on niches and solutions for performance or engagement or awareness. That's how the open internet has really grown over the last decade, I would say, which has unfortunately led to a lot of different solutions with a lot of different ways of measuring and showing value, which makes it fragmented and difficult for an advertiser to really understand what the open internet at large is contributing to their media mix. At Outbrain, I think we're providing a really interesting solution because we're taking our heritage, building an algorithm that's designed to drive outcomes, and we're applying it to all of those different use cases, environments, and stages of the funnel on the open internet in pursuit of being that more holistic partner that can show value at every step.
Can you talk a little bit about the specific capabilities Outbrain is bringing to the open internet to level the playing field for publishers and advertisers?
I think the main thing that Outbrain brings to the open internet that truly could level the playing field is that algorithmic expertise. If we think about what has made the walled gardens and the social platforms so successful, it really is that deterministic understanding of the user, yes, but it's how they then use that data to serve relevant advertising experiences, to measure value for the advertiser, and to ultimately predict what's going to resonate with their audience. We at Outbrain have cultivated something similar with contextual data and interest data, but we've used it to fuel an algorithm that we believe can really help advertisers predict and understand what people are likely to want to engage with across all of the diverse channels of the open internet at large.
So turning valuable moments of attention into moments that matter is a compelling concept. Can you share examples of innovative strategies or campaigns that Outbrain has facilitated to achieve this?
I think that traditionally, advertising on the open internet has been very focused on metrics. So attention is a great metric, but it's ultimately just a signal. It needs to mean something. It needs to exhibit what ultimate concrete value that's delivering for the brand. So I think that attention is really great as a proxy for value and driving outcomes. At Outbrain, that's how we really view attention. We view it as the starting point that every ad campaign needs to begin with in order to ultimately then drive more consideration, drive more value, drive ultimately more sales for the advertiser. So with the launch of our product Onyx, we really strove to bake that into the center of the product and always be starting with attention that can make moments that matter.
What role do you envision Outbrain playing in shaping the future of the open internet, and how do you plan to help publishers and advertisers?
I think there's a really interesting opportunity because Outbrain, at the end of the day, is a technology platform. We're a technology platform that has really unique assets when you think about what exists on the open internet today. So there's an opportunity for Outbrain to bring that capability to traditional publishers and editorial environments, yes, but to new channels and new, like we were just discussing, diverse channels on the open internet that are ripe for driving value for a brand. But that really needs to center on consumer experience. How is that technology helping consumers thrive and find things that are relevant to them, help advertisers thrive and get value, and help publishers ultimately deliver more sustainable long-term revenue that can support independent journalism and our democracy overall.
Is there anything that excites you for 2025?
I think the thing that excites me most for 2025 is the speed of innovation that we're seeing. I know that we say that every year at the beginning of the year, but it feels really true in 2025 as we see Perplexity and all of the different AI tools that consumers are increasingly using in totally new ways to really rehash how people are going to find information. I think this is a rare inflection point for the industry that could really truly revolutionize how people engage with media, find content, and how advertising exists in that ecosystem.